Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem event. Jesus enters Jerusalem riding a donkey, fulfilling prophecy. Verse. Rejoice greatly, daughter Zion.
사웃, 도터 저루살렘.
See, your king comes to you, righteous and victorious, lowly and riding on a donkey. Zechariah 9 verse 9, prophecy. They took palm branches and went out to meet him, shouting, Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. John 12:13 Jesus cleanses the temple event. Jesus drives out money changers from the temple. Verse. My house shall be called a house of prayer for all nations, but you have made it a den of thieves. Mark 11:17 Jesus teachings and debates in Jerusalem event. Jesus teaches in the temple courts, confronts religious leaders. Verse. Each day Jesus was teaching at the temple, and each evening he went out to spend the night on the hill called the Mount of Olives. Luke 21:37 The Last Supper event. Jesus shares the Passover meal with his disciples, establishing the new covenant. Verse. This is my body given for you. Do this in remembrance of me. Luke 22 verse 19. This cup is the new covenant in my blood, which is poured out for you. Luke 22:20 Jesus' prayer at Gethsemane event. Jesus prays in deep agony before his arrest. Verse. Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me, yet not my will, but yours be done. Luke 22:42 Jesus' arrest and trial event. Jesus is betrayed by Judas, arrested, and put on trial before the Sanhedrin and Roman authorities. Verse. The high priest said to him, I charge you under oath by the living God, tell us if you are the Messiah, the Son of God. You have said so, Jesus replied. Matthew 26:63-64 The crucifixion event. Jesus is crucified at Golgotha outside Jerusalem. Verse. And when they had crucified him, they divided his garments among them by casting lots. Matthew 27 verse 35. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing.
룩 23시 34분 더 레저렉션 이벤트. 지저스 라이지즈 프롬 더 데드 3.
The resurrection event. Jesus rises from the dead 3 days after his crucifixion. Verse. He is not here, he has risen, just as he said. Come and see the place where he lay. Matthew 28:6 Appearances after resurrection in Jerusalem event. Jesus appears to his disciples and many others. Verse. Then he opened their minds so they could understand the scriptures. Luke 24:45 The ascension from Jerusalem event. Jesus ascends to heaven from the Mount of Olives. Verse. While he was blessing them, he left them and was taken up into heaven. Luke 24:51 Jesus weeps over Jerusalem event. As he approaches Jerusalem, Jesus weeps, knowing the city's coming destruction because of their rejection of him. Verse. As he approached Jerusalem and saw the city, he wept over it and said, If you, even you, had only known on this day what would bring you peace, but now it is hidden from your eyes. Luke 19:41-42 The Olivet Discourse, Prophecy of the End Times, event. On the Mount of Olives, Jesus teaches about future events, the destruction of Jerusalem, tribulation, and his second coming. Verse. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. Matthew 24 verse 7. And then all the peoples of the earth will mourn when they see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven, with power and great glory. Jesus' betrayal by Judas Iscariot event. Judas agrees to betray Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. Verse. Then one of the 12, the one called Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and asked, What are you willing to give me if I deliver him over to you? So they counted out for him 30 pieces of silver.
매슈 26, 14대 15 피터즈 디나일 이벤트. 피터 디나이즈 노잉 지저스 3, 타임즈 비포어 더 루스터 크로즈, 폴필링 지저스 프라퍼시, 버스, 비포어 더 루스터 크로즈, You will disown me 3 times. 매슈 26, 75 더 크루서픽션 신 앤드 다억니스 오버 더 랜드 이벤트. 다억니스 폴즈 오버.